Hey everybody, and welcome back to Felsbrunn. It is morning, and well, I haven't done grass work without seasons in oh gosh, I don't know how long, and I completely forgot that grass grows back ridiculously quick. So last night of course, we mowed and headed the grass, but I just left it on the ground. Then we went off and did a couple harvest missions, harvest contracts, I guess, and left the grass till morning. That was the plan. Leave it until morning to windrow. And well, this morning we've got grass growth, so it's a little hard to see the grass through the grass. But we're gonna make do. Get this picked up off the ground and everything. We've also gone ahead and invested in some chickens. Put up our chicken coop. Bought 40 chickens. Really only intending to buy 20 chickens, but somehow math failed me and failed me pretty good, and I ended up with 40 chickens. Really wish there was a way in game to basically see how many chickens you had selected. You know, in 17 we had the click on the thing, or you could just hold the scroll wheel down to increment up your animal purchases. But with 19 right now, it's kind of a, you gotta click on them, or hit space or enter or whatever you do. And you do that enough times, you kind of forget, or you lose track of how many you've got. And then I found it difficult to go back and count. So what I thought I had 20, I actually ended up having 40. At any rate, got 40 chickens. Didn't cost us too terrible much. I think they were like 50 bucks a piece. So in the end, chickens were $2,000. Of course, a chicken coop was 20 grand. So we went ahead and put that in over here beside the horses. Our wheat is actually ready to come in anytime now. But as soon as we're done picking up this hay, we're going to go over there and get on our wheat harvest. So we need to get our chickens some wheat. They can start being productive and putting out the eggs. Not sure how many eggs that they're going to put out per day. You know, it will be supplemental income at any rate. This Kloss windrower is working much better than that other one was, and is going to cut our time in half. What we would have spent doing the other windrower. So we just can't see the grass from inside the tractor since we've had growth. Everyone's holiday week has been a good one. We are fast approaching the first of the year, and the last official closeout of 2018, and the first big ring in of 2019, big event up very soon, early next week. It's Tuesday. Oh, I thought I was gonna. Thought I was going to be able to miss that, but one more pass. I think. Get to collecting this. See how our horses are doing. We gotta be close to maxing out our horse potential. I'll have to check when we get down there. I think we'll be at least able to see the windrows in cab for picking it up. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna stash this. I guess we'll put it right here. Beside the tedder and the mower. Expand our operations soon. I don't know how soon, but we're going to expand our operations at some point. There's our chicken coop. Beside our horses. Let's see here. Chickens. Yep, a new chicken every 30 hours. Just over one game day. And there we've got our 5%, $7,000. Too terrible bad. I am enjoying the having a more solid roof over my head. All right. Let's see. Let's see how much we get. Oh, oh no! Are we not able to pull the hill? That's going to be a problem. Oh, come on! Got a little momentum now. Maybe next time I do this, I'll windrow across the hill. I'll need to remember to do that next time. Across the hill as opposed to up. Of course, repairing the tractor might help. If I'm down on horsepower, then I might not be able to pull that hill as well. We did pretty good on the harvests. There's 3 fields right beside us harvested on contract. Tell you one thing that I did get a little annoyed at, and that is the whole time we were real careful keeping an eye on that field with respect to weeds. And last night the field goes from growing to harvest, ready to harvest. 0 weeds. Early this morning, I'm over in the field finishing up a harvest contract, and I see weeds populate on the fields that we had just harvested. I get done that contract, I come over here, I check our field. It's got weeds. Like, what? So I just try, get a weeder, get my weeder out, run a little test strip the field. It doesn't do anything. I guess the weed's too tall. So I've got field ready to harvest at 100% wheat or weed. No real chance to get rid of the weeds at this point. So it's a little frustrating. This tractor has I think it does. Let's see. Oh, it does. Does it have a... Oh, nice. Nice. That trailer out of the way and dump this one. Perfect deal. All right. Couldn't have worked out any better. For a pickup, turn it on, and let's try to take this hill with some momentum, and it just socks me down. Miles an hour. 5, 6, 7. We're gonna get 7. It's okay. We're not gonna have to make too many trips. What did we make? We made 1 full round, almost 2 full round trips to pick up our load of hay. But we probably have 1 and a partial load left to pick up here. Starting to see some maps come out now. Slowly but surely we're getting some maps that are not simply edits of the 2 base maps. Well, I guess I should say the 3 maps, because South American map came out right after release, so you could almost consider it one of the base maps. Pretty excited. We've heard of several other maps as work in progresses. Really, it's time that us players, we just need to be a little patient with things, and greatness will come out soon enough. I think a lot of people came over from 17 and maybe didn't really realize that weren't going to be great things right out of the gate. Going to be some learning curve, and they maybe weren't so prepared for that learning curve. Thought that they would be able to wait, but then realized that no, they really. One thing is that the base maps did not speak to many people. For me, I don't really want to play on a map unless it speaks to me. And that's one reason I'm not playing on Ravenport. Didn't really feel like it. Felt the better of the two choices was this map. Let's go ahead. Using the South American map in multiplayer. Didn't want to do a single player series on the same map. Ravenport really didn't speak to me. I think it's got lots of nice design elements and details to it, but I think that there's lots of things that could be done better with it. Make it speak, a little bit better, a little bit more interesting. Other things which I've harped on a bit is the dirtiness of the whole place. It's a pretty good contrast between this map and that map. Dirt and trash all over this. It's kind of the same with the South American map. PTO off, and we are about a mile an hour faster. More run to do here. I guess two little. So pick this little run. Finish off with this run here. Go top off our horses. Put the rest in the hayloft. We'll get to harvesting our wheat. First we'll have straw that'll come up off of that. Put in the hayloft. I suspect at that point we'll have more straw than we're ever going to need for our horses. Top them off. Here. So mark that there. Right here and pick up our harvester. Remember, we are leasing this particular one. Lease costs haven't been too terrible bad. I think we might go over our operating hour with this harvest. Down the windrow. Yeah, I was a bit annoyed with the whole weed situation. Oh look, yeah. There's an update to vehicle inspect I put in. Still not full release yet, so I don't want to do a mod video on it because it is still in beta. still things that don't work about it. There's some functionality that's probably going to end up getting changed. So best to not do a video yet. At any rate, you can see up there in the corner it says leasing now. This piece of equipment. Let me know that this is a piece of equipment that is leased as opposed to owned. It's pretty cool. Still not giving me my speed. It showed the speed. Not so much for what I'm driving, but if I had a hired helper, it'd be nice to know. Like if you don't see the grain count going up, but you see the speed is like at 0 or just a few kilometers per hour, then you kind of know that maybe the hired helper is turning around, therefore isn't actively harvesting. Therefore the grain count going up wouldn't be that big of a deal. Of course, if you were playing with someone else, then you would know based on their speed, were they about to dump? Are they on their way back to the field from the silo or sell point? You could kind of extract that information with their speed. I have no idea how much 40 chickens are going to take as far as wheat. I hope it's enough. I hope we've got enough in this harvest to hold them over. We're going to need to put oats back in here for our horses next go around. Need the wheat that we're going to get off of this to at least hold our chickens until we can get the oats planted and harvested off, and get wheat planted back in here and then harvested off. See the weeds right there, popped in this morning. First thing this morning around 6 a.m. all the fields were cultivated. By 8:30 or so, they had weeds in them. .501, that little straggler was 1 liter of wheat. Be interested to know, what maps are you guys playing now? Now we've got some other map options. What are you all playing out there? Gonna be able to yeah, I think we're gonna be able to. Okay. Here, back, started. Well, it's not a bad little harvester here for the field that we've got to harvest, or if we bought that field right next to us. For any of these 3 fields right here, This one and the next two up there. This wouldn't be that bad of a harvester for it, I don't think. Yeah, it'd take a little time to get the job done, but it won't be, wouldn't be overly excessive. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut here and come back once we've finished off the field. We'll see what we got out of our harvest here and see what 40 chickens is going to take. Already emptied our harvester 2 times into our trailer there. First time I think we were a little under 4,500. Second time we were right at 4,500. So that would be around 9,000 liters. At 3,500 right now, so that is just over 12,000, just over a full trailer load. Turn it off. Save on engine hours. Might be that might make the lease a little cheaper in the long run. Thousand liters. Let's go see how many 40 chickens take. How much 40 chickens take. $2,000 liters of wheat barley. I need to now we're gonna need to get something to clean the chickens up with. Have our forks or arms yet. Trick. Yeah, I can't fill the water. It didn't take much, but I filled the water by just pulling up to the front. Pretty handy. Be sneaky. Put our harvester away. And we'll call that a video. So guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please go ahead and click that like button. Know what you think. Know in the comments what you think about the series. What kind of mod maps y'all are playing. Just general, how you liking 19 at this point. Y'all think of my 1 month anniversary commentary on 19. Well, hopefully we'll be back one more time before the new year, but if for some reason you don't manage to catch any videos until after the new year, be safe with your New Year's celebrations. And until next time, happy farming.